Well, we've wrapped up our conversations at this year's Singapore FinTech Festival. In today's coverage, CNA's Olivia Marzuki got a chance to sit down with Irish Deputy Prime Minister Leo Varadkar, and she touched on the rising regional demand for FinTech solutions from his country.
I think there are a lot of similarities between Ireland and Singapore. We both have a population of about 5 million people. We're both island economies, both very open to the world, very much trading countries, very safe countries. And in the same way, people often choose Ireland to be their base for their European operations. A lot of American companies do that in particular. People choose Singapore to be their base in Southeast Asia. And I'm very keen to meet more Irish and Singaporean companies that want to trade in both directions. So there's about 14 billion euros every year in trade between the two countries. The focus here, of course, is on fintech, but our economic relationship is much wider than that. We've very large medical devices and pharmaceutical industry. Quite a lot of our exports go to Singapore and vice versa.
And Southeast Asia's digital payment sector may be booming, but the challenge to get different systems to work together is hindering its growth. Jia Hang from Ant Group, the fintech giant behind the world's biggest e-wallet platform, Alipay, explains what makes this region different from China.
Here we know that in Southeast Asia, a majority of the countries are developing countries. So if you look at the bank coverage, over 70% of the population don't access the bank services, including some of the SMEs, right? But in China, of course, it's a more mutual market, so majority of the population has a bank account. But if you compare to Southeast Asia and the China, you will see that the digital payment solutions will be much bigger potential here, because when the people need to buy online, they would like to do P2P transfer, or they would like to order the food for the delivery. If they don't have the money as a kind of like a digitalized account, how they can do that by cash, right? So you can see that in the past years, the digital wallets growing up very quickly in Southeast Asia. In each of the country, there's 2 to 3 major digital wallets. People get used to use a wallet, QR code payment, online and offline. So Alipay Plus try to make sure that those wallets not just used in their local country, it can also use in regional. So today, for example, you can see that Touch and Go customers can come to Singapore and make the payments in a Singapore store. That's make our life much better.